Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something that I feel like no one is really covering right now from what I've seen. So Elemental is the newest Disney Pixar film released in June, and on its opening weekend, it underperformed to say the least. It brought in just $29 million for a movie that cost $200 million, and it became the lowest opening for Pixar since the first Toy Story way back in 1995. Now, immediately whenever this movie came out, everyone that covers box office stuff, including myself, labeled this movie as a box office flop because, of course it was. It made $29 million. The movie cost $200 million. That was just its production cost. That doesn't include marketing or the theater's cut. However, something's been happening for this movie over the last 2 months that has completely changed my tune on it. For the last 8 weeks since its release, the film has managed to stay in the top 10 at the domestic box office. It's not making a breathtaking amount, but 12 million there, 15 million there, 9 million here. It's just bringing in more and more money. And it has quietly made $426 million now after just opening to $29 million. Now, my estimation between the marketing and the theater's cut is that Disney and Pixar needed to make roughly $400 million on this movie in order to break even. So they went from definitely having a flop to maybe getting a little bit of a profit in there. Disney and Pixar aren't laughing their way to the bank, but they're still making a profit off of a movie that looked like it was going to be a colossal flop. And to me, this is a textbook case of how important legs are whenever it comes to your movie's box office. Now, whenever I'm talking about legs, I'm referring to how well the movie does over time. Do audiences continue to come to the movie theater after its opening weekend? Does it get repeat business? It can make all the difference if your movie has legs. It doesn't need the biggest opening weekend, but if you get people to continue coming to the movie theater to see your film, then you're doing something right. And as you can expect, this typically happens with movies that have good reviews and receive positive word of mouth, which is exactly what I think has happened for Elemental. That, along with the fact that there has been a severe lack of kind of family-oriented movies at the summer box office, I think is really playing into Elemental's long-term success here. Really its only competition was that Teenage Kraken movie that wasn't promoted at all, and Ninja Turtles, which came out last week, so it had several weeks there, over a month, where if you wanted to take your family to go see a movie, get the kids out of the house, you were going to go see Elemental. And it's even more interesting whenever you consider other movies that were very underwhelming in their opening box office weekends, such as The Flash and Indiana Jones this summer. Like I said before, Elemental stayed in the top 10 over the last 8 weeks and has made $426 million worldwide. The Flash was out of the top 10 after just 3 weeks and made $268 million worldwide. And the new Indiana Jones movie is still hanging on in the top 10. It's still there whenever I'm recording this video, but it's only made $376 million worldwide. So Elemental has outgrossed those two movies by quite a bit and has been out for just as long for The Flash and a little bit longer for Indiana Jones. So I don't think it can be understated that I think that this is a testament to the positive word of mouth for the movie, the lack of competition there whenever it comes to family-friendly films, and just the fact that it was a bit better received than those two movies. Last time I checked, its audience and critics score on Rotten Tomatoes was higher than those two other films. So I think just people are continuing to take their families to go see this movie. It was a little bit better received, and just now over time, over 8 weeks, it's managed to make a little bit of a profit. And this is just a good teaching moment for us in the film community to not completely write off a movie whenever it comes out. It's really easy to sit here and jump to conclusions as soon as a movie comes out. I certainly do it. To me, Elemental was definitely going to be a flop. I remember seeing a lot of articles talking about how Pixar sucks now, but now over time, it's one of the biggest grossing movies of the year so far. Now, at the time I'm recording this, I haven't seen the box office returns from the August 11th to 13th weekend, so if I had to guess, it's probably out of the top 10 now. But you know what? My hat's off to the team over at Pixar that worked on this. You played the long game. good job. And it just goes to show you should never doubt a good film. But that's everything that I had to talk about today with Elemental's kind of box office comeback and the power of legs in the box office. Did you like this video? Let me know down in the comments what your thought about Elemental's box office haul is. And also, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe. It really helps me out on the channel, and I will see you guys next time.